Welcome to the GameHammer, where we play games that really didn't scan, but who are you gonna blame? Probably me. Hello and welcome to another episode. I hope you're having a good night, guys. And there's only one person in the chat at the moment. We have St. Martin of Tours, also known as St. Martin the First, who says first, and he used 5 lines to do it. My goodness. Also, hello there to Sir Patrick Furlong and Melody the Cat, who says, I thought we were writing the games today. Are we not? Are we? Oh, the song. Yes. Hello there, Bang. Yes, Beanbag is telling me that I'm being a silly Billy. So, yes. Hope you're having a good night, guys. I certainly am hoping that this will be fun. So, I'm just going to set the situation up to the correct thing, and that's yes, there we go. There is the game system that we're going to be using. So let's get straight to it. Where is the button? This is the button. There it is. I get there in the end. Now, I'm a little under the weather, but we'll see how we get on. Oh dear. So let's see how we get through this. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be coding, and we'll see how it goes. Hello to Andrew Moore Jones, who says, hi Zoe, hi all, and Miller Watson, how you doing, man? He says, I backed me a nice Venom box set, the band who come from the north of Zoe's hometown. What? You've got one from Durham? There's a band from Durham called Venom. Huh. I did not know that. Well, well. I thought the only thing that came out of Durham was history. The Venerable Bede and his anti-Welsh Chronicles of Britain, where he just tried to create modern form of history. Oh, Newcastle. I'm not from Newcastle. I'm from Durham, man. Tigers of Pentang come from Whitley Bay. Not sure about Durham. I'll check that. So yeah, Durham's one of those weird places. We don't have that many really important people that have come from there. The Venerable Bede is from lived there. St. Cuthbert was buried there, but he's not from there. We don't tend to get people like that. We do have Oxbridge's rejects, so Oxford and Cambridge, all of their rejects are Durham students. Hello, I'm a Durham student as well. All the teachers at Durham University are Oxbridge rejects, but we do have first-class prisoners. So there you are. So I thought we'd start today. I thought we'd start the day by, buffing about and seeing what happens. So I'm going to move over to. Oh, we already are on that screen. I'm going to move over to the character, not character set, the sprite images selection. So we've got our first sprite. There's our next sprite. We need to create a new sprite. Yes, here we go. So we're going to create our first enemy, and it's going to be some kind of jack-in-the-box. That's because Durham Cathedral's prettier than the stuff doing in Oxford and Uxbridge. Where Uxbridge is a bit bland. Oxford I've not been to. Oxbridge, not Uxbridge. Oxbridge is Oxford and Cambridge. It's shorthand for Oxford and Cambridge is Oxbridge. Yes, it's true. So, so I'm just setting this up like this. So we've got a thing here, and it's going to be a jack-in-the-box, but I've kind of screwed it up, haven't I? That is an atrocious jack-in-the-box. If anyone jacked off in that box, no one would care. Clear the frame. I came from the faces of bum. I do not come from bum faces. Bumface is just a character I have played in many a theatre production. What the hell am I on about? Let's try something else. Let's see if we can get something else in here. That'll do like that. Actually, it needs to go down or up one more. Yeah, if I go up one more. like that. Then it looks all right. Yes, that will work. Kind of. Hi, Adam. How you doing? Right. I'm trying to create something that looks weird, and I think I've succeeded. Right. So there we go. And then up to... Yes. So that does work. Ooh. So I can't quite go down that far. Okay, that's fine. We'll make it work. Yeah, that'll work. We'll make it work. Right. Right. This looks like something from a hydraulics and pneumatics assessment. That is kind of what I'm going for. The whole idea of this is that it will look like some kind of spinning wheel in a moment. I'm trying to create a weird looking enemy, essentially. So if I got that, I've got that. Yeah. Right, we've got a weird looking thing. So let's copy that to memory. Then insert a frame. Yes. Next frame, paste from memory. There we are. So now we're going to change all of these. Yeah. There we go. That works. So that will now disappear from there. That will be there. And it'll look like it's spinning. Using only 2 frames of animation, which will keep the memory loss of adding this sprite in down a bit. Kind of works, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, it looks like it's rolling, doesn't it? So that's good. I like that. There's our first thing. So if we put sprite positions in for this, create a new sprite. Create a sprite, sure, yes. That's not what I want to do. Go back into sprite positions. Create sprite, no. How do I change the sprites? Right, this is the part about the thing where we're still learning. So don't worry about it. We can work this out. So if I go into Arcade Designer, we need to change the thing that we're doing. Right, let's do this. All right. Let's have a look. Where are we? Sprite positions. Next screen, previous screen. Move to next sprite is Q. Right. Q to go to next sprite, and I to change the image. There we are. Right, we want an image. And this one will go up and down. I don't have a drinky, but I do have a blankie. Right, there we are. Right, that goes up and down. Right, change sprite type is T. Ah, right. Right, 0. I want to type 0. Yes, that's the type that I want. Okay, right. Then we're going to go to events. Sprite type 1 will be patrolling enemy up and down. Yeah. Right, that looks good. Okay, test game. T is for text, not test game. X is for test. There we are. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. I can never collide. Yes, I can. No, there's two of them. Okay, that's not right. Events. Sprite type 1 is to... Of course it is. I've got the thing. Right. Type is 1. Test game. There we are. How the hell did it get up there? Not joking. How did it get up there? Okay, well, we've got to test out the depth, haven't we? 3, 2. It can go straight through. Interesting. Right, we need to check the event system. Sprite type 1. Event system, sprite type 1. Okay. If can go up, sprite up. If can go down, sprite down. Of course, because it's a... Ha ha ha! Okay. Excuse me. Okay. If can go up, sprite up. If can go down, sprite down. Can go down, you can't go down through a platform, but you can go up through a platform. That's how we jump. There we are. That's why it's doing that. So, we need to change our screen layout, because this is not going to work. We can't have this. That's not going to let us do it. So, we're going to change with a new set of blocks. Create a new block. Yes. This type is solid wall. Right. It's just this. It's basically the same as the ice, but it's different ice. There we are. Different ice. That's all we need. Actually, let's change that a little bit. Change the paper. So, looks a little bit different. Now we're going to go back to screen layouts. This one. And change to that. Perfectly fine to do that. And we'll have a couple where you just can't jump through them. Just to make things a little bit different, you know? Add a little bit of colour to the screen. These are solid wall now, you see. There we are. Right, let's try that. Test game. Oh, look. It now bounces exactly where we want it. So, now we can actually hit it. And it makes for a bit of an issue. Can we get over there? No. Not easily. Which is exactly what we want, because that's where we're going to have something to pick up. So, jump and then get past. And then we'll be okay. And that's what we're here for. Okay. Right, let's go for text. We've got game over as message 1. Let's create a new text. Yes. Okay, we need lives. Yes. And how do we end this? Is it yes. Game over. Get ready. Lives. And presents. No, sleigh parts. We'll just have parts and final message, yes, which is coins. We're going to need all of those. Right, let's go back into testing the game. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. So we're going to need some coins. Let's get what do we need? Keys. K for keys. No, that's what we want. Right, left, down, up. Fire is space. Pause. Unpause. I don't know. So, where is the option that we're going to need for objects? Yes, O for objects. That's what we want. O for objects. We're going to need a coin. Clear it. Yes, clear the frame. Right, we're going to need a coin. So we're going to need... Right, let's have a think. Right, I'm making this to look like that because I want to know how big visually I can make these things. Okay, so if I were to create a coin that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide like that. Three, 4, 5, 6. That is about 6, isn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. It's not quite what I wanted, but okay, 7. And 1 down. And then I can't do it. So, okay. I was correct in where I needed to be. Okay. There we are. There's a coin. It doesn't quite work. So let's make it 1 bigger. There we are. Right, we're going to have C written on it. That kind of works. Yeah, that works, doesn't it? Yes. Yes, that works. Very nice. Okay. No, it looks like bloody Pac-Man. Not quite what I'm going for, is it? Alright, I'm trying to make it look interesting, but I think we'll just leave it with that. Maybe increase the thickness on this a little bit, yeah. Kind of works. That kind of works. Right, object 0. There we are. Right, events. Let's have a look. Right. Main loop 1. There's no, we don't need any of those, do we? No. Static collectible, yes. If collision 0, remove, score 100, and coins 1. Error. We don't know what coins are. Oh, can we not set variables? Okay. Objects may be handled in the as with go, get, put, and detect object. Additionally, object variable stored. So as a result of the last detect object command. Okay. If object. Okay, if object. if object equals, where's the oh, what's the, right, give me a second, guys. I need to find out what the key is. I don't think equals is on the original ZX Spectrum. Oh, it's it's a capital L. Okay. If object symbol L, no. If object object, yeah, it really doesn't want to do it. Okay. Let's go back to main loop 1. If object right, let me just quickly do this. Can't wait for a Christmas present from Patrick. What's happening? Have you agreed this? ZX Spectrum keyboard layout. Let's have a quick look. It is right. Symbol shift equals on symbol shift L is equals. EOF. Oh my god, would that mean end of file? Yes, it does. Hi Chief 89, how you doing, man? So we need this. Symbol L. There we are. If object equals 0. Right, main loop 1. Let's go back in. End it. If object equals, goodness sake. If object equals 1, then score. How do I set a variable? It's got to be a variable. It's got to be an ability to add a variable. It's got to be. Where's my codes? Where's all the codes? A. Aha! A plus 1. Can we do that? Let's go for A. Just A. 1. End if. End if. Why? How have I managed to get it to... Right. Go back out of this. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Test game. Left and right. Leave. Okay, go back into events and go back to the main loop. Why am I suddenly unable to add an extra line? You see what I mean? I press return and nothing happens. I should be adding an extra line. Thanks, game. Thanks. Great. Wonderful. Right. We've just lost everything we just added. Thanks, game. That's great. Thank you very much, game. Right, let's go back in. We need sprite type 1 is a patrolling up and down enemy. There we go. That's perfectly fine. That's what we want. Main loop. Static collectible. And there we go. Right. If object equals 0, A, 1, and if. That's all I want to do. Right. Now we have to create that sprite again. That's not too bad a problem. Create a new sprite. Yes. We have to create the sprite again. That's okay. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Yes. on both ends. Right. Let's face it, we've done worse than this. That's okay, that's fine, we can do this. Right. Yes, and that, okay. I got that right? There we are, okay. That's wrong there. Yes, that's what we need, that's what we need. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm very, very quickly trying to recreate what we had already, which is not the best use of our time, but you know, we did kind of screw up there. Right, copy that, insert a frame, go to that frame, paste that. Right, we now need to move that down to there, move that up. Right, there we go. So we have this thing that scrolls. Right, now let's do frame, 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 frame. There we are, that's kind of working, that's nice. Okay, you've already gotten a Christmas card from a UK, even only today finished staple things. We haven't looked through it yet, as in not unchecked. I hope that you have managed to get it. I sent you a card. I hope you've managed to get it. Right, let's do sprite positions. So, nope, that's not that one. No, we need to create a new sprite. Yes. The sprite is type 1. Go through the images. There it is. Put that there. Now go back to blocks. We need to create a new block. Yes. It's a different type of ice block. And we needed this because the other one wouldn't work. There we are. That kind of works, yeah. That works. Okay, and the type, no, W, solid wall, there we go. Oh, go back in, hang on, blocks, blocks, blocks. Yes, there we are, right. Go back to N, wasn't it, for, no, screen layout to C. We need to change this layout because these you can't jump through, certain ones you can't jump through. Yes. And what certain blocks that you just can't bypass. You need to land on them. You can't get through. Yeah. There we go. Do I want? Who wants to buy a Switch? I don't think anyone needs to. Right. Let's try this. Look at that. And yes, that's working now. Okay. Right. There we go. Bump. And yep, that works. Right. Jump to there. Jump to there. And yes, that will work. And we can't land on that because the guy will get in our way. And we have to get the right. That was Patrick. Ah, sorry. Right. We need objects. Right. We need to create the object that we're on with. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, there we go. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, we've almost got our circle now. Right, there's our basic coin. Okay. Right, there's our coin, right. One, two, three, four, and there's a... Right, there's our coin. Right. So set that to that, like that. Doesn't quite look right now, though, does it? There. That looks a bit better. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Okay, not quite right, but it looks better than it did. Yeah, that kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Do-do-do-do. There's our coin. Does that look right? I don't know about adding the middle bit. Maybe it'll confuse people on what it is. So let's just leave it at that. Object 0 starts at 250. There we are. Right. Let's go for how do we set objects? How do we set objects? That's not what I'm looking for. Where's my objects thing? Let's see. Objects. That's events. Where's objects? Right. For each object, you'll need to define its position at the beginning of the game. The objects do not respawn every time the player enters the room. Yep. Okay. Right. Most may be handed to it. Which object you need to define its position at the beginning of the game. Okay. Right. P to place an object and A to assign position on the start screen. Okay. Right. Go back to objects and P. Ah, right. Oh, good grief. It's huge. This is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted at all. So objects are massive. I don't want that. I see what it is. Right, clear frame. Yes. We need to clear the frame. Right, I'll tell you what's going on. Right. We need to create the pieces of our sleigh. That's what we need to do. So we're going to have a piece of sleigh. This is what we're going to do. A piece of sleigh. This is the Santa Express. Okay. Here's the side. This is the side of the sleigh. That doesn't work. Right. There we are. Cut that out. Right, sun. Right, copy that. Create another object. Create another object, yes. Okay. Paste the frame. Cut all that out. Right. We're getting there, we're getting there, we're getting there. Yes, there we are. Need a Santa's sleigh evades the USSAF and NORAD. We're building Santa's sleigh, you see. This is what we're trying to do. Right. Another object. Yes. Paste it. Yes. Now can we press? Yes. Santa 1. There we are. There. Santa 1. Red object, sure. Yes. Paste it. Yes. And flip it horizontally. There we are. That's the. So there's 4 parts of the base of the sleigh. That's all we needed for that bit. The base of the sleigh is now here. Colours are giving you teletext, aren't they just? Right, there's our first pieces of the Santa 1. Save a snapshot before something else goes wrong. Yes, let's save that. Save state is V1, V1A. There we are. So we've now got to set the object positions. Objects. Go back to the first one. Set its position. We're going to try and collect. There we are. Right. The next one is Santa 1, which actually, right, set position so that we can check that this lines up perfectly. Oh, that didn't line up. That's interesting. Right. Test game. Interesting. It hasn't done it. Okay. Objects. We're going to set object position 1 as... This is our first piece of the puzzle. Santa there. Okay. Right. We're going to now set X. So if we don't pick any of them up, it doesn't do anything. Interesting. We haven't said it, have we? Right. Events. Main loop 1. If collision 0. That should be collecting objects. Give me a second. Objects. Right. Yeah. Okay. Following code will automatically pick up any object over which a sprite passes. Detect object if object greater than or less than 255. Get object and if. Okay. So it needs to be detect object. What's less than and greater than? What's the keys on a spectrum? What's less than and greater than? This is the problem with it, right? W. Okay. Okay. Or R and T. Okay, R and T. Let's try that. R and T. R, T, yeah. Get object. And if. That should be it. Right. If, yes, and if. And then score 100. Right. That should work. Error, get obj, but oh, it's not. It's get object is 2 words. Right. Okay, right. Let's try that. Try that. We have not got any object. It has not done it. Any object we come into contact with should just be picked up. Nothing. Interesting. I get what that's what I like, and that's entertainment for grammar. Oh. What's going on in the chat, guys? Hang on. I've got it on top chat all this time, so I don't know what's been going on. What's been going on? If I was to let anyone spend money on me, all I would ask would be donations to get a piece of equipment for your retro hardware. Yeah, I know that feeling. Right, what's going on? Right, okay. Let's keep it clean, guys. Right, what can we do? Events. Go back to events. Right. Game initialization. Let's have a look at that. Lives equals 3. Border, color, yeah. Message 1. Score. Message 1 is get ready. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay. Right, let's go back to message text. Next message, message 1 should be text. Message 1 should be text. Message 1 should be right. Here we are. Right, should be collect the parts of sleigh parts. Collect sleigh parts for Santa to get home, to go home. Yeah, collect sleigh parts to go home. Events, intro, game initialization. Column equals, I think that should be 2 actually. Right. Oops. Right, to that, let's try that. Collect sleigh parts to go home! Blank, Okay, M doesn't look quite right, does it? But at least we got something. And then you can't pick the bloody parts up. Look at this. I should be able to pick up parts, and I can't. Hi, CoXGG, how you doing? Yeah, it doesn't let me grab the parts. Okay, that's annoying. Right, we need main loop 1. I'm going to take out the collision. Detect object. Okay, try that. Test. That didn't work. That did. Nope, that didn't work either. Okay. Let's have a look down here. I'm looking in the events at the moment. From bars one numerical argument. Collision requires a numerical argument to specify the sprite type. Condition is true if the current sprite is in condition with another sprite of the type attached. Right. Right. So that won't work. Okay, detect object then. Okay, right, that's why it's not working. Okay, edit. Main loop, initialize, no, main loop, right. If detect object. I think this will work. If detect object, and then if object is within these parameters, get object, score 100. Need to assign OBJ with OBJ, yeah. Detect object. Try that. Well, it's accepted it. Let's see if this works. Nope. Oh, it has deleted it. Aha! Look at that. We haven't updated the score. Right, events. Go back to events. Okay, player control, blah, 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 blah. All of these things can go left, can go right, all of that. Deadly kill, yeah, okay. Sprite type 1. Collision 0, kill, okay. Kill player. Let's check on what kill player does. Enter kill player. Subtract 1 from lives. Okay, that's interesting. Just subtract 1 from lives. Oh. Oh. Give me a second. Go back to main loop. Score 100 just adds it because it's a different thing for the score, isn't it? Score changes. Give me a second. I need to look at the score command. Where is score? Right. Expected floor add to score. Score 100 out of 100 points. Right. Okay, so how do I display the score? Okay. Give me a second. I'm learning as I go, as you might notice. Let's go back to game initialization. Message 1. Right. Show score. Right, that's it. Let line equals 3, column equals 25, show score. Okay. Let line equals 3, column equals 25, show score. Go back to this. Let line equals 3. Let column equals 25. Show score. Try that. Why does it keep changing to top chat? If you move the chat thing or anything like that, it will screw you up. There you are. We managed to do it. So we were actually adding the score, but we hadn't told the game to print it. And that's why it didn't work. It will, however, just print the lives. There we go. Okay, let's go for text. I want to change the text. I'm going to delete all of this because I don't like it. Okay. Santa's. What's the it's an apostrophe. I can find N is a comma, is it? Where's an apostrophe? 7. Okay. Symbol 7. Yeah. Santa's Christmas Bender. Right. What's the next message? Game over. Santa's Christmas Bender game over. Add an extra 10. Score. And extra message. Yes. Lives. Extra. Yes. Sleigh. Pots. Actually, just go for parts. Pot. Sleigh. Pots. Try that. Right. Now I'm going to go for events. Initialize. Game initialization. Let's go for 4 for that one. Line equals 3, column 25. Message. To let. No, give me a second. All right, go up. Yes. Let line equals 4. Let column equals 25. Show score. Let line equals. That didn't work at all, did it? That didn't work at all. Line equals 6. Let column equals 25. Message 3. That line equals 8. Let column equals 25. How do I show lives? How do I print the lives? Come on, let's go. It's got to be a show like. Give me a second. I've got lives. I'm looking in the thing screen. Next one. Okay. Display lives. Okay, describes the numerical value or parameter. Display lives. Let line equals 10. Let however. Why isn't it done again? Edit again. Game initialization. Minus 10. That line. Sorry, no. Column equals 25. Message 4. Is that as far as we can go? Is that the. Huh. It won't let me go any further down. Okay. Game initialization. Let line equals 12. I'm just going to keep coming back out and back in because it won't let me go further down. This is ridiculous. Let column equals 25. Game initialization, column equals 25. Display A. And A will be what we add for the number of parts created, collected. You need 10 parts. There we go. Let's have a look. Game initialization. There we are. Yeah. Okay. Let's try that. X to test game. Right. Didn't let me do what I needed. Right, there's going to be a bit that we need to add in. I need to work out where the 3 is coming from lives, because we've kind of got it right there, haven't we? Right, okay. Events, game initialization. Let's go back to this. Line equals 7 to display lives. So that'll be display line 9, message 4, and then 10 to display for message 5. We're going to add that in a minute. Line equals 11. Go back out. What's wrong with that? Oh, message 5. Game initialization, message 5 again. Yeah. Let column equals 25. Getting there, almost there now. Right, column equals 25. Basically, I'm trying to put certain things into this. Display A. Okay. Now we go back to text. For sleigh pots. Right. Sleigh. And then message 5 pots. There we are. Test game. Sleigh part 0, lives 3, score none. Score now 200, but it's on the wrong line. So we can sort that out. That is not a problem. Events. Main loop. Yes, let line equals 4. There we go, and that'll change that. So we now need to find out where the thing is. So we're using A for something else. So I need to be B for the scores, for the parts even. Game initialization. So we need to, instead of displaying A, we need to display B. Okay, that's fine. Right, where is the bit where we're... Aha! 625. But it's not, is it? 625 displays lives. That's restarting the screen. Okay. Where is lives? Where are we positioning lives? Display 725. Okay. 725 instead of 625. Restart screen. It should be 725 to display lives. Okay, that should sort it out. Test game. Right. There we are. That's working out. Hey, there we go. This is now working. Okay, there we go. Santa's Christmas Bender. It's all working. Hey, hey. Oh my goodness, this is looking fantastic. Doof, doof, doof. Doo doof. Ha 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 ha. Okay, we've got it working. So now we can add to the rest of the game, which would be nice. Save, save, save. Yes, I think that's a good idea. Save state. B. How come it still says 0 on sleigh parts? Because we haven't added that bit in yet. Events. So now we're going to the main loop. Right. Show 4, show score. Okay. Why can't I add in? I don't get why I'm not able to add. Okay. Events. Main loop 1. Shouldn't I be able to add in? Okay, how am I overwriting? What have I pressed? Oh, what have I pressed to overwrite? How did I get into overwrite mode? Oh, what is it? I'm overwriting. Ah, right. I think it's Command N or symbol N. Nope. Right, I need to quickly check this. ZX Spectrum. How to stop overwrite. Cap Shift key. How do we do this? Where is Spectrum class? I'm checking the Spectrum's manual now. Command F overwrite. Right. Right. Simple Shift P. Okay. Try that. Okay. Let's go for initial. Where is it? In loop. That was it. Yes. Nope, that didn't work either. Now I can't go up and down though. Okay. Yeah, I've entered overwrite mode. I don't know how to get out of it. I actually do not know how to get out of overwrite mode on a Spectrum. How do you do it? Okay, let's have a look. Right. Right. Oh. No, it's not Simple Shift P. No, all I want to do is overwrite. ZX. Right, I'm going to search again. Spectrum. Overwrite mode. How do we how? Overprint. Okay. No overprinting. Okay. Okay, I just want to overprint mode. Okay, overprint mode appears to be a thing. All I want to do is turn this off, and I don't know how. I'm stuck. We've got a big problem because I can't get out of overprint. How the hell did I get into it? Shift Command N. Okay, that's definitely overprinting. See what I mean? I can't. I have a problem, don't I? Right, I've got an idea, but it's a bad idea. So I'm going to put a tape in. Go to record. Go to stop eject. Right. I want to create a new tape. How do I create a new tape? Tape. Record. Okay. Can't press. How do I make a new tape? Seriously. Retro virtual machine. Save to new tape. Okay. Spectrum virtual tape shaping. Let's have a look at this. All right. Has anyone else tried how to do this? How do you save your tapes? You've not got any media attached. Typing save food will create a file called food underscore. Will it? Try this. Okay, let's try and do this. Let's try and save. Because if I can save, reset this to when it wasn't an overprint mode, and then load in what we've done, and I don't lose anything. So create this. Right. I have nothing there. Right. G to save game. Enter file name. Santa V1. Create basic loader. Yes. And now I should be saving. But I'm not, am I? Because look. Nothing's saving. Tape. I'm actually at a loss about this because it's clearly it's sending information to nothing. You know? So what am I supposed to do here? I've got a problem and I can't get out of it. Retro Virtual Machine is actually annoying me with this aspect. That did nothing for me, did it? How am I supposed to do this? There's the ROMs. Add device. Storage. Div MMC. No, I don't need that. Yeah, I don't need a div MMC. Don't need to add one of those. So that's useless to me. How do I create a new tape? If I press stop eject, what happens? Right. I've got a .tap file. That's great. Can I save on the tape? No. What if I just create a new tape? Oh, that might work. If I just create a new tape by, I don't know, copying one we've already got, would that work? I am actually genuinely confused by some of the things that we're doing here. Because if I duplicate what I've already, Virgo 1 tape that I've already got, and call it Santa v1.tap, can I open that? Right. Right. Now if I go to save game, enter file name, Santa v1, create a basic loader. If I press record, tape is write protected. How is it write protected? New. I've got to press pause to create a new tape. Seriously? Santa X Suspender v1b.tap. Save that. Holy crap. That's ridiculous. Right. I press record, create a basic loader. Yes. Tape recording. Yes. Holy crap, that was ridiculous. By the way, you remember that injury I got with my arm in March? It's still there. I should probably see the doctor about that, but I've never got back to it. Okay, I think we might be doing this. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, there we are. And open that, yeah. Right. I'm going to save this as a save state, v1b1. Reset this. Go right to start. Go to the loader. And press play. What happens when this goes through? Santa v1. Have I just got the game to work? Let's see if this works. Come on. Come on. You know you can do it. If this works, I'll be amazed. Ho ho! And we're now playing the game. I mean, that's it. That's all the game is. But we've got it. Okay. Well, that's something. So, if I now load up a save state of, where is it? AGD. And then load the game. Right. Oh, no, we need to eject that and load in sectors, X bender. Yes. Right, it's now going to try and load this. Come on. Come on, load it in. Load the game in so that I don't... There it is, Santa Fe 1. Please work, please work. All this so that we can get out of overprint mode. Yeah, the chat's fallen quiet. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of chat tonight because it is a very technical night. So, yeah, it's just... That's the chat. See, if I type that in, you get test. No one else is chatting because it's one of those technical nights and there's not much to say. We normally have a lot more chat on a technical night because we're more into actually talking about things that's going on in the game. But at the moment, we've got a big issue because it wasn't working. Oh, please tell me this is going to work. Please tell me this is going to work. Okay. Right. Cancel. Go in here. Right. Just here for the 80 sounds. No worries. The code's confused me, to be honest. Yeah, that happens. Right, let's go for test game. Yes! Our game is saved. Okay. Right. Events. Now I need to go in and look on the game initialization. Where are lives? This line 7 is where we need to be. Right. So if I go back down to restart screen. Line 7. Okay. And now we're not in overprint mode again anymore. Excellent. Right, we've got everything should be okay now, shouldn't it? What were we trying to do again? I can't even remember. That's how much of a problem. So we've got this. So we're now at a point where we should be able to start building the game itself. Okay, we need 10 parts, essentially. Right, we need to go to here. Right. Now I need to find a way of doing something with this location. And I'm going to do it with a special object. Yeah, if I change the objects to object 0 as a special invisible one and have us collide with it as a tester, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Yeah. So if I go into objects, object 0, if I copy that, add a new object and paste it there, yes, there. Now go back to where we want to actually put this. Hi Zantech, how you doing? I want this object here. I want to put that there. Right. Next object. Go back to 0. Clear this one. Yes. And position this one. I have no idea where it is, do I? Right. I'm going to start with this like this. Right. Position this. If I start it, this is where I want it. So we've got to get to about here. Right. Enter. Right. Now we go back to events. Main loop. if object greater than 0. And if object equals 0, there's a different thing. If b greater than, that's not going to work. What's greater than? What's the greater than sign again? I've forgotten. What is the greater than sign? It is T. Okay, if object b is greater than 9, that's when we win the game. Where's the thing? Right, I need to find win. I need the win function. How do we do win? Not fun. Okay. I want to. How do we win? How do we win? Seriously, how the frick do you win? I know how to end the game. Put block collision of the end game. End game. End game and victory. Right. Performs the so it's just end game. Right. And if b less than 9, let line equals 1, I think it is. Line equals 1. Let column equals 2. Message 6. Welcome back, Patrick. And if. Ooh, it did not like that. B less than 9. B less than or equal to 9. Yeah, that was that. Okay, right. Okay. Right, we need a message. T for text. Message 6. You need more sleigh parts. Okay, try that. Test game. Right. Grab those. That didn't work. Also, the score is now going up constantly. No, 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 no. That's not right. Events. Main loop. Detect object. If object greater than 0. Okay. Greater than or equal to 1. How's that? Will that work? Will that do it? Right. That's... Well, that didn't work. That's interesting. It's just not doing it at all. Go back to the events. Initialization. Line equals 0. Column equals 4. Message 1. Oh, okay. line equals 3, colon. Right, okay, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. Okay. Give me a second. Line equals 0. Okay, column equals 4. Okay. Intro loop. So that should be 0. What if I change this to equal to or greater than? Will that work? Yes, it accepts that. Let's see if this will work. That's constantly going out. Okay, that seems to work on the grounds that it is actually jumping by 1,000, by 100 even. Watch this. The sleigh parts aren't going up though. And that's not doing anything. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, well, it was worth a try. Oh, let's have a think. Let's have a think what we can do. Oh dear. Events. Let's go back to the main loop and change this back to. Right, now all of them, it's just like that. We're just gonna, yeah, take all of this out. It was worth it for trying, but it didn't work. I go back to all of that. Okay, show score, and then go to here. If b greater than 10, end game, and if. Try that. Then we go to a completed game, fade, CLS, message 6, sorry, let line equals 5, let column equals 2, message 6. There we go. Try that. And change the text in this one to text. This. Try this. Well done. You have collected enough parts of your sleigh to go home. Christmas is saved. Game over. There you are. That's our final message. Well done. Game over. Like, piss off. Go to events. Now we're going to try and initialize this. Sorry, go back to the main loop. Right, if b equals greater than 2, end game. Right, we're going to try that. Right, let's try this. Test game. Right, I've just picked up 2. Now if we can get another one. We're supposed to be checking for it, but it's not. That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, that didn't work at all. Go back to objects and paste that in. Paste frame, yes. What on earth is that? That's interesting. Okay, go back to test game. Yeah, that didn't work at all. Okay, that. Go back to events. Main loop. What if we just have if score greater than or equal to 3? Try that. 300. Scores greater than 300. There. Test the game. Right. Well done. You've collected enough parts. There. Right. We know what we're doing now. Okay. What's the wait command? What's the wait command? Can I wait for a key press? I think we can. Is there a wait? Is there a wait command? Wait key. Command wait for a key press. Okay, enter. Right, let's go for the completed game. It's message 6. Okay. I think it was wait key, wasn't it? Where's wait? Where's my manual? Wait key. Yes, yes it is. Okay. Wait key. There we are. Right. Okay. And if we lose the game, fade. CLS. Let line equals 5. Let column equals 2. Message 7. Wait key. Right, that should be it. Yeah, lost game. Yeah. Okay. Message 7. Wait key. Completed game is message 6. Then wait key. Okay. Right. Text message 7. Right. Oh no! How do I do an exclamation mark? Where's the exclamation mark on it? Okay. Symbol 1. Yes. You managed to get Santa killed. You horrible, horrible person. Now, Christmas will be ruined. I hope you are proud of yourself. Please try again. Try again. All the little kiddies are relying on your efforts. Right. Let's go for that. Call the player a Scrooge. I like that. Will there be any more streams before Christmas, or is this the last of the year? We're probably gonna have one on Monday and possibly Tuesday, so we can add extra things to this. I hope you're proud of yourself, you Scrooge. Scroge. You Scrooge. Yeah, game over. So we'll have one, maybe two things next week just to try and add more screens to this game and make it a bit more fun. There we go. Game over. Right, let's try this. Test the game. Right. Well done. You've collected enough parts of your sleigh to go home. Christmas is saved. Game over. Right, test game. That's if we win. But if I just run into the monster and die horribly. Well done. Oh, hang on. Right, events. Have I got main loop? Go back to this. Scores greater than 44? No. Scores greater than 300? There you are. That should work. Okay, that's not good. Right, one is dead. Picking up one thing is doing this. Okay, events. What is happening to this? Main loop. It's always adding score back to that. So we're going to have to, yeah. Score 100. Okay. Add 1 to B. If B greater than or equal to 3, then we can do it. Try that. And game initialization at lives equals 3. Let B equals 0. Okay, try that. Test game. Right. 1. We got 3. So it's now working. Test game. Okay. 1. I'm trying my best to time it to actually hit the thing. It's surprisingly hard to hit an enemy when you want to. Okay. Oh no, you managed to get Santa killed, you horrible, horrible person. Now Christmas will be ruined. I hope you are proud of yourself, you Scrooge. Please try again. All the little kiddies are relying on your efforts. So let's move the oh no back by 2, if we can, by going to the events of lost game. Column equals 1. Actually, column equals 0. Let's try that. Right, try that again. Right. Oh no, you managed to get Santa killed, you horrible, horrible person. Now Christmas will be ruined. I hope you are proud of yourself, you Scrooge. Please try again. All the little kiddies are relying on your efforts. Game over. Right, let's try the character set. M seems a bit. Well, that's certainly better, isn't it? Actually, no, it's not, because that was just silly. And it was fine as it was. Right. C, D, E, F. Yeah, they all look right. H, I, J, K, L. K looks terrible. What's that? Well, that looks a little bit better, but not by much. Well, at least you can read it now. How's that? That's better. How the hell are you supposed to even know that's an M? Well, that's better, I suppose. Do you think? I'll take that off there. That kind of looks better, actually. Yeah, that works. W. Yeah, you can't even tell that's a W. Come on. How's that? W. That's better. W. Yeah, that was. Does that look better? That looks terrible, doesn't it? W. There you are. Right. That looks better. Okay, now at least we know what's going on. Right, I'm going to save here. Save state. Right. Santa's Christmas bender. Right, let's go for this. Okay. Well done. You've collected enough parts of your sleigh to go home. Christmas is saved. Yeah, now it looks fine. Although W and well looks... maybe we'll have to edit that. Okay, let's go for character sets. PQRSTW. That's W? No, V. W. That's W. Frickin' hell. Now that looks like a W. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Right. Right. Set some more objects. Right. What the frick is this supposed to be? Clear frame. Yes. We need... we're going to need a piece of the sleigh. Let's go for the top of the sleigh. The front bit. Right. Windscreen. We need a windscreen. Yeah. Yeah. With some furry dice or something like that. There we are. There. There we are. Right. We need to move on from here though. We need a thing to the left of us, don't we? Let's go for right. Screen layout C. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So that's line 6. New screen. Right, there's going to be no way to get down from up here on this particular screen. I just like the idea of that. If I go to previous screen, right, the base, right, 1, 2, 3, sorry, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up. Ah, there we are. Right, there's our screen. There we go. So there'll be that there. And then, let's see. That there, like that. Why is this happening like that? Who knows? I just like the idea. So we've got a mostly open area, which is on purpose. Are you okay, Jan? Do you need a hand? Right, I'm going to create a deadly block now. New block. Yes. Fodder. Deadly. Right, we want that. Let's have... What on earth is this? Goodness knows. Jenny did not get the message, no. Right. We've got... Like, I want to make it look like flames, but I haven't yet. So we've got that. Right, the paper will now be yellow. So let's see if I can draw some flames. That'll be interesting. Well, this looks atrocious, doesn't it? How about I just make it so that's alternating red and yellow? That might work. Yeah, that might work. I mean, it's not great, but it kind of gets the message across, doesn't it? Yeah, that'll work. That's an alternating red and yellow. It's a deadly block. Go back to screen layouts. Right, we've got a deadly block now. Well, it certainly looks... Does that look... Does that look terrible? Okay, that looks... Right. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, objects. Let's go for objects. First object. Where's it? How do I set the starting position for objects? Let's have a jump back to this. Where's my objects page that tells me what I can do? Objects. Change starting screen is Q. Okay, or W. Okay. 2. Starts on screen 2. Oh, object. Starts on screen 1 because the first one is 0. Objects. Start screen 1. Position. Right, I want it to be... I want this to be here. That's where we need it. Okay. Right. That's on screen 255. That's on screen 0. Position there, yes. Okay. Test game. There is S. We go. If we don't... Yeah! Right. We need to start doing the can go left and can go right for movement. Player control. Y is less than 8. What? Let's have a look. Y equals and Y equals. If X is greater than 24, then X equals 0. Y less than 1, y equals 24, can go left and can go right. Let's try that. Test game. I'm now jumping. Oh, that's no good. So I screwed that up. Okay. Events. Can anyone remember what the event was before I changed it? X and X and X and all that. That's the game. That's interesting. Look at that. Whee, it just goes. Completely screwed this up, and I'm not sure how or why. Interesting. Right. I started to be able to walk the right way, but I can't. I can only jump that way. It's very strange. You got to try parsec after. Oh, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. I've screwed up the events, so that's fine. That's right. That's left. Right. Right, give me a second. How do we flip screens? There should be a flip screen. Let's have a look at events. I'm sure that we're going to get this worked out. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Right. Let's have a look. Static click, blah, 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 blah. Spread process of action, animate, blah, 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 blah. Next level. Oh, I don't want to do that. Border color delay, message, kill, line or column. Get random. I don't need that. Display. Displacement. No, screen up, screen. Ah. Move up, down, left, or right one screen if possible. Okay. Right. Okay. So we need screen up, screen down for moving around the thing. Okay. Screen left if possible. Okay. Just trying to find a way to go. Yeah. There's got to be a way of doing this. There's absolutely got to be something that we can do here. There's got to. Alright, I'm going to have to load up the stream that we're watching in a YouTube video and find out what the parameters were so that I know what's going on. Which is ridiculous, but might work. Right, let's just have a quick jump back to about here. Right, I'm just going to jump through. I'm building up the second screen. I just need to find the... right. If y greater than 167, y equals 8. Okay. Okay, that's fine. If y greater than 167, y equals 8. Right, let's do this. 167, then y equals 8. And then if y less than or equal, so y less than or equal to 8, then y equals 168. 6, 8. I don't know why that's how it is. And we're going to leave that there. Right. Okay. Let's go back to this. Test the game again. Have I fixed it? Yes. So now we can walk again and it's fine. We go off the edge of the screen and come back around the other side. Ah! That's that bit. That's right. It's for some reason X and Y the wrong way round. Right. Play controls. Right. Screen right. No. Right. Screen right. Is it screen right? I don't know if it is. To go back and forward. Yeah, screen right. One, move up, down, left or right one screen if possible. We haven't set the screens. We haven't set the screen positions. Right, go back to map. That one. Test game. It's already built in. I didn't have to do anything. We just have to set the map up. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a freaking game. It's working. It's all doing what it's supposed to. We can't get up to there yet, which is a bit of an issue, but we're going to make it work. There we go. There we go. And we've got things that you can't bounce through, which is exactly what we want. And the game just bloody works and everything is working. And I'm very, very happy. And all of this is made of hearts. How have I got that the wrong? That's one down. Okay. Go back to screen layouts. This is not the screen I want. This is the screen I want. Right. This is the one that should be further up. One more up. There we are. Test the game. Go to here. You can't go down there. Excellent. That's exactly what we want. Jump to here. Should be able to get to there now. Yes, there we are. There we go. Oh, now we're getting somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. Right, we need a new sprite. We need a new sprite. This is our weird one. Right. Frame 0. Copy that. No, sorry, copy that one. Create a new frame. No, not new sprite. Insert a new frame. Yes. Right. Paste that one. Insert a new frame. Yes. Paste that one. Right. Copy that one. Paste it there. Yes. Go in. Now it looks like that's kind of moving a little better. It's certainly wobbling a bit more. That's kind of what I wanted to do. Maybe we have too many. Go into the sprite images. Maybe we've got too many lines, so it can't work it out. So it's not displaying properly. Frame. Right, take that one out. And then that one out. And then that one out. Okay. Next frame. Yeah. How's that look? Right. How's that? try that. Yes, that looks like it's moving now. That looks like it's moving properly. Okay, that's better. We're getting there. Right, I'm going to double these up so that it's more obvious what's going on. And hopefully these will end up looking like they're moving. Yeah. Okay, try that. Yeah, that looks like it's wobbling now, doesn't it? That looks like it's turning round. Okay, that's fantastic. That's much, much better than it was. Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. Now he looks like he's walking as well.
I'm not quite sure how to help.
Alexa, stop. That's starting to look right. Okay, we've got it now. We've got something good. I like it. Right, let's try and drop down onto below that. Nope, that didn't work. Right, let's try this. Right, before it goes over that, jump and across, up and grab the sleigh part. Right, we don't add to the sleigh part though. Events. Let's go back to main loop. Game initialization. Where's the sleigh parts? Where do we display B? 1125 display B. Yeah. Right. Let line equals 11. Let column equals 25. Display B. Test. Right, come down to here, wait for that to go past, yes. Jump, and there's sleigh parts 1. There we go. Sleigh parts 2. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we are getting somewhere. We're cooking with gas, and it's working out, and everything is nice. And when we go across here, we now don't fall. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And if I jump into this pit, we should die. Oh. Okay, that's not good. Why didn't we come back? Well, we'll work that out. We'll work that out next time. But for now, I am going to create, using the pause menu, which makes no bloody sense, new a tap file, Santa's X Suspender v1b2.tap. Save that. v1b2.tap. Save the game with G. Enter file name. Sant bend. Create a basic loader. Yes. I didn't press record. We didn't press record, ladies and gentlemen. Oh dear. Oh, TI-99/4 has component. Yes, it does. It hardly so far actually and closely followed the programming. Although the game, but I do always mean well. If in doubt, and even hey, don't worry about it. Hey, you don't have to take part. If you're here and enjoying it, that's perfectly fine as well. Even if you're not fully following what's going on, don't worry about it. It's all for fun. We're making a game. I'm going to make this available online. It's a demo of what's coming. We're going to add more to it on Monday and Tuesday now that we've got this thing working, and it'll be fun. But I've accidentally not saved the game because I didn't press record. So I'm going to press record in a moment, but right, G, save game. Santa Bend. Create a basic load. I'm going to press yes in a moment, but I'm going to press record now. And then press yes. There we go. Now the recording is actually happening. We're saving the game. I'm going to make this available. I'll drop it into a Google Docs folder before we end. But there we go. We've actually managed to make this work, which is freaking amazing. And I'm very, very happy that it's working. So, yeah, this is a good set of tools, this game designing software that we're using here, and I'm very, very happy about it, and I'm very, very happy that it works. So we're going to add to this on Monday and Tuesday, and hopefully by the end of Tuesday we'll have a big full game for everyone to play over Christmas. That'll be nice. We're going to add some more monsters and things to pick up and stuff like that. Although you might try it, I'm not sure if you're going to stick with text adventures. To be fair, this is about as hard to program as Graphic Adventure Creator is. Hi Krista, how you doing? So we're just saving this, and then that'll be that for that, and then I'll make it available. So there we go. Right, and press stop. There we go. V1B. That's it. So I'm going to save as the save state as well. V1B2. Yeah, that's fine. Replace that. Okay. Right. I'm now going to go to my Google Drive and where's my games? I've got a games folder. GameHammer Live Game Coding, that's it. Right, is this on Santa's Bender V1, V2? Yes, that's it. So that's Christmas Bender there. Right, okay, making that available. Where is it? Share. Anyone with the link can grab a copy the link. Right, here you are. Download the tap file at, there we go. That's all that you need. So if you click on that, you've got a SNES, NES Mega Drive clone type thing. You can plug in cartridges. Oh, is it like the Retro 5 or the Retron 5 or whatever that was? Because that was pretty cool. I did like the idea of that. But yeah, that's it. There's our game. So we're just going to go through and try and get both of the things that we've got. And there's our first one. There's our second one. You can't win at the moment, but there we are. Got new use for it. Before you take the charity shop, would I like it for the collection? To be honest with you, I have a Spectrum, not a Spectrum, I have a SNES and a NES, so I would have no use for it either, to be honest with you. But thank you for the offer. I appreciate that. There we go. That's all we've got for the moment. So we can get 2 of the sleigh parts. We need, at the moment, I've got it set to 3 that you need to pick up to complete the game, but they are. Are there any Monday Club new colour badges left? We don't have the badges yet at all. They haven't arrived yet. We mentioned that they were coming, but we haven't got them yet. It's just one of those things at the moment. I think they'll be here in January, to be honest with you. I haven't even written the check for them yet. So it's just how it is at the moment. But yeah, I'll let you know once we have them, but at the moment we don't have any at all. Right, guys, that's pretty much it for the moment. You still use checks for sending money between businesses? Yes, because then you all have a record. That's how it works. Right, guys, there we go. But anyway, no problem. Don't want to miss out. Yeah, don't worry about it, man. For Christmas, can you have a blank check? No. Nice try, but no. I'd say that just to make sure. Right, guys, that's all I've got time for tonight. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, because I've really enjoyed that. Getting to grips with this was a little more trouble than I expected to be, but we got there in the end, and that's what counts. So I'll see you on Monday for a continuation of this. We're going to Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday will be the last day, and then I'm going off to a to have a bit of time. Christmas and New Year period, I'm going to have a little bit of time off. But for the moment, we'll still be there until Tuesday, where hopefully we'll finish this game and have it ready for everyone to download and enjoy. But until then, I've been Zoe Cook-Robinson. You've been watching GameHammer. I appear to be covered in bits of tissue paper, which is not great. Have a great evening. I'll leave you with the outro, which says thank you to all of our Patreon guys. Have a great night. Happy gaming. See you Monday. Bye. I'd like to give a big shout out to everyone who supports me on Patreon. Without you guys, I really couldn't continue making all of these shows. And if you'd like to join our fantastic Patreon heroes here, go over to patreon.com/Zoe Kirk Robinson. It really does help us out. Thank you so much, guys.